95 की बात, मैं पैदा हुआ लेके पाप, वो कहते जिंदगी है राज, तो पूछना सवाल है हराम। यहाँ दुआओं में भी दाग, शैतान पढ़े कल में नमाज, विचार इनके पानी और जाग, सत्यानाश करके सबका विकास। विराज में जो लिखता है बार्स, गराज मेरा full of napalm, बवास तेरे खास lukewarm, राम राम ये है भगवान का काम तो प्रणाम कर, सीढ़ी में विचित कैसा पागल, hamish kurum stillast med som chahat, ser i nagriken kochen giniret aus, med huna kassan bekashir hangula za kaset atshar fan vananim aksar band karanyim daftar kant karanyim nafar. Az vartan seri joint, asli kashir hip hop asa kasi lur. Yeah. You know what it is. You're not rocking with the best. Hey.
Hi Emma, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, and I think we've been trying from really long to speak up and connect. So finally, you're on Forward
Yeah.
Leaps. So Emma, today's talk is going to revolve around youth and mental health, and we would specifically want to discuss this with you because you come from Srinagar, the valley which has
Yeah.
been known for a lot of things are going on, right? And
Yeah,
a lot,
it's
right?
a circus. It's a circus. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we can have a lot of topics on that, but today the focus will be on youth and how they are in the valley and coping up with a lot of unrest and the mental health that is being neglected for so many years everywhere, not just in the valley, every year.
Yeah, everywhere I feel like.
Everywhere, right?
True.
So that's the
True.
problem.
Yeah.
And to everybody, Emmer is a great musician. He's a writer. He's a poet. And do you want to add something more of your creative work that you've done? Anything about you?
No. I feel like I should be talking about you, how great you are, and
No.
how amazing this thing is right now for me.
Thank you so much.
So like,
but yeah, we will share Emmer's channel's link, and you guys can see how beautifully he writes and sings. Yeah. Coming back to our topic, so Emmer, my first thought was when I think of Valley, and for me it is also personal because I have my connections also with the Valley, being Kashmiri, right? So
this is your home. Yeah.
This is my home, right? So even I have my connections with that. So youth right now, there's so much unrest, so many things happening. I mean, media doesn't even show that. Media shows the periphery of it and whatever they want to propagate, right? And they do not show the youth of what we see on television is youth pelting stones, some negative image of the youth. I haven't seen any media showing youth with a mic. Like your tool is mic. I haven't seen them showing that, focusing that how youth is channelizing their energy and using creativity, their tool, to connect to masses, take out their story. So I want to talk on that with you and understand from you. I would read out 2 lines from Emmer's one of the song. I'm very bad at it, so I'm very sorry. I will try to speak it out. Baad mein Emmer is going to rap for us. I'll only speak. So Emmer in his song Elan says, "पूरा बचपन जंग में पला है, दहशत का समा है, जो ग़ैबत से बरा है, हारना मेरे खून में कहाँ है, जुनून ये गवाह है, मैंने मौत से लड़ा है." I mean, when I even read it, it makes me like be quiet for a while. Those are very deep lines, and I mean, you have to take a pause. You have to really take a pause and think, whoever is writing this, whatever is he thinking, there's something happening. ऐसे statements को randomly नहीं बोलता है, right? I mean, these are something very deep connected with yourself.
I feel like these come from your experiences in real life events and what you see around you. I feel like that's where it comes from. It's just sometimes now whatever thoughts keep bothering you and you think about, like the situation over here in Kashmir. So almost everyone, we just can't stay away from thinking about what's happening around us, because we live here, we see this every day, we go out every day, and we hear about things that are happening that are bad all around us. Like suppose there's curfew, there's going to be a shootout happening, you know, near your area, and other things. So these thoughts now, they don't leave you, and you can't just stay away from them, you know, because uh, it's really, I personally feel that it's really uh, really bad if a person doesn't have that feeling in them ki yeah, something bad is happening, and we should think about this, or at least we should just you know, keep it in our hearts ki this is not normal, what is happening over there. So these lines really come from all the frustration that almost every kid like me has, like who's of my age or mere se bhi chota hai. They have the same frustration, they have the same you know worries. It's just that some of us can vent with such mediums, and some of us cannot, you know, some of us cannot do you know, we can just keep it in our hearts, and we can just keep it inside of us. So yeah, that's what the, you know, whole idea behind these lines
So
was.
what do you think,
Almost
about?
every song.
Yeah, so what do you
Yeah.
think about the mental health, like we started with in the valley? You know, with, as you said, there's so many kids, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
sure you know, a small thing happens and we all are taken aback. And in valley,
Yeah.
there's a lot happening. So you know, what do you think about the youth? How are they coping up with the waves in the valley?
I mean, there are a few people who are like, you can say, privileged, or they have the resources. They can just go out, they can go to Delhi, and they can go somewhere else. Like me, I'm fortunate enough, I'm privileged enough that kal ko hi I can go to Delhi and I can just do my thing. You know, there are a lot of people who don't have that, you know, luxury. They can't just go anywhere. They are going to stay here, they're going to live here, they're going to die here. And these are like kids who we are talking about, who are like going through mental health issues, who face PTSD. Some of the cases of PTSD are there. There are people who are going through anxiety every day, and they feel like it's better to just, you know, end it. And just a lot of things have happened over these years. I mean, substance abuse, drugs, people are like into that now. And these are like small kids. I can't even believe कि ऐसे छोटे बच्चे are going in that direction. And that's because that all comes down to the whole, you know, root cause of the whole issue is the conflict. And it's just what we are into. Uh, it's a place that's if you look at it on the map, it's in between. It's like a mess, and this is going to keep on happening. All of this, whatever we are seeing. So I feel like me personally, I stick to music when it comes to, you know, mental health, and when it comes to feeling anxious or having depression. I just my escape is music, and it will always be music. That's been there ever since I was a small kid in my school. And I used to write, and I used to do you know, whatever I could back then when I was naive, to just escape. I didn't have many friends. I was an introvert kid. So it became a friend. This music thing. It just was there for me back then when no one was. And I still use it to, you know, escape all the realities of Kashmir sometimes. But I talk about the realities as well, because that is like a responsibility. If I don't talk about what I see around me, I'm not being true to hip hop. I'm not being true to what I've fallen in love with, and that's rap music. And what all I've learned about it is that you have to represent where you come from. You have to just talk about the critical issues that people are facing, going through. You have to become the voice of the, you know, people. I mean, we can never do justice with our words or anything, but I personally believe that we can also change a lot of things with our art, because uh, history is the witness. You can clearly see how many things have changed, be it the Renaissance or other things that have happened. So it's just art is really crucial in a place like Kashmir, and it blends because of Sufism being there as a part of our history. So it's there in everyone. There are musicians like Ali is there, Ali Safuddin is there, who is super talented, and he ever since he started putting out music, and he went back to his roots. He makes like Kashmiri songs, renditions, old songs, and just twists them into modern day vibes. And a lot of people get inspired when they look at such a figure. Me being there, there was a rapper called MC Cash, who is like known as a really big figure yahan pe, in terms of musicality and what his music was all about, and a lot of people look up to him. So that's better than substance abuse. That's better than all the other things that people are indulging themselves into. And if we can somehow with our music help them out and talk about such issues, and what's better than that? I mean, that's what a place like this needs. Rights and wrongs, we can be wrong, but as far as our art is concerned, we can never be wrong. We can never do wrong to that, and we have to be truthful when it comes to our music, and when it comes to you know because I consider music really pure, and I could consider it holy. A lot of people, yahan pe society isn't like, they don't appreciate it that much, because it's like conservative hai. There are a lot of people who are not going to accept the fact that music is fine, music is okay. But I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. You have to think कि तुम किस चीज के लिए कर रहे हो म्यूजिक. You have to think कि तुम्हारा इन 5-6 लोगों से ज्यादा तुम्हारा बड़ा मकसद है. You have to, like, you're not just making music to like put it out there and like please people. You are putting music out there for a cause. You're risking your life at the same time, and at the same time you want to change things around you. So these are the things that really would help Kashmiri youth यहाँ पे, if they like pick whatever they love, just go for that. Whatever they are into, whatever they love, be it sports, be it other like great things that youth यहाँ पे can do. But at the same time, this conflict has been there in every area, every corner, and it just comes in between. And a lot of people are not strong enough to neglect this and move ahead. So yeah, we have to become कुछ जिससे इन लोगों को वो hope मिले कि नहीं, they can also do it. We can't just do it for ourselves. All the musicians, all the artists, all the poets who are like pushing art, at the end of the day, they have taken the responsibility. और अभी तक अगर वो कर रहे हैं, they know कि no matter how many difficulties we face, we're gonna have to do it. There are so many great people over here. Yeah.
Right. No, right. How you say वो point इतना important है that you cannot be you cannot be not being true to your music. It's not just you're making music because please कर रहे हैं लोगों को, or you need followers and all. For you, it is more of connecting to people with a very deep rooted story. तो वो story true है that you can't really try and do any unjust or polish it with anything fancy. It has to come straight and raw, right?